All right, we have big news now coming in from Ukraine. The health minister of the country has said that 198 civilians, including 3 children, have been killed so far by the Russian armed forces attacking the pro-Western country. 1 lakh Ukrainians also, meanwhile, appear to have crossed border into Poland. That's opened its space for people who are fleeing the country. But this is big. Casualties, which means are increasing. According to the health minister of Ukraine, 198 civilians, almost 200, including 3 children, have succumbed by the Russian assault in Ukraine. And these are, remember, for now only the official figures that have come, while we see explosions, attacks, missile attacks specifically there in Ukraine, people literally having to take up arms if they are not fleeing the country already, all because Ukraine is claiming that they were a pro-Western country. But the ones who are surviving, trying to find a safe shelter, 1 lakh Ukrainians, according to the government, have already crossed the border into the adjacent nation, Poland. Let's go across to Rajesh Pawar, who's been tracking all the latest from Mariupol. Rajesh, about 200 civilian casualties, 3 children. This is what was feared. This is why there are protests taking place in Russia as well. But it's very tragic to hear that, 3 children, including in these 200 people. Is there any assessment? Where have these casualties taken place? Is it in the border regions, in Kyiv? Any update on that?
See, it's always tragic. Loss of human life is always tragic. But this is war. And in war, such things happen. But let's not believe everything which is coming out from the media centers in Ukraine about the number of deaths in civilians. As for the border area is concerned, like I'm on the border with Donbass right now, hardly any civilian casualties here. In fact, no firing on civilian areas. I can confirm it. I'm in the city which is in Donetsk region. No firing on civilians here, though we heard a lot of shells and rockets fired. But except for 1 odd rocket, no rocket has landed on civilian areas.
Very important, yes.
The reports from Ukraine, they are not telling about the military casualties. Do you see the implication in this? They are not telling the military casualties of Ukraine. They're telling military casualties of Russia and their own civilian casualties. This all points towards one direction, that aim is to discredit each other. To say that we didn't have much losses and we have inflicted heavy losses on the enemy, to keep the morale of the armed forces, to keep the morale of the general public high.
Yes.
And at the same time, to vilify the other side. That look, they're killing the civilians. They are evil people trying to kill the civilians. So can be a part of propaganda warfare, misinformation warfare, which is being carried out on a very large scale in this war. Over to you.
So there are claims, counterclaims coming in for now. The health minister of Ukraine says 200 people almost killed, including 3 children. Also saying we've managed to kill the Russian forces personnel as well.